It has been 3 days since I've had internet access or cellular service. My meme levels have become lethally low. I'm feeling lost and disconnected from the world. However, I have been trying to supplement the lack of internet with extreme amounts of caffeine. But it hasn't been enough.
What are you doing?
It's called exaggeration.
Why'd your clothes change?
Continuity error.
Anyways, good news is, I got you an operating system. Bad news is, it's Windows 95.
Well, that was stupid. Alright, we are definitely not putting Windows 95 on this computer. That was a little joke, just making sure everyone's on the same page here. That would be terrible. Although this is still sealed. This is... If we wanted to, we could, but no. The plan is to put Windows 10 on it. I found a USB in my desk that has it on it. Nathan, I think this is yours. If that doesn't work, though, I did download Windows 8.1 this week, so we can put that on there. I would prefer Windows 10 to work because Windows 10 is way better than Windows 8. So let's get started. So first I decided to take out the 1TB drive and replace it with an 80 gig because I wanted to put the 1TB in my computer because it's pointless to have a terabyte hard drive to literally just be housing an operating system. So I took that. The first problem I kept having is every time I try to boot up and try to get to the boot menu, it kept saying detecting array. I'm not sure why. So I decided to call Nate for some advice.
Well, I'm gonna go back to being depressed because I'm playing Eslinger.
Alrighty, you do that, dude. He suggested resetting the CMOS, so I did that, and it got to the boot menu, but then, as Windows was trying to launch, it black screened again, so I don't know why that temporarily worked. I honestly could not, for the life of me, figure out why it wasn't booting correctly. So I took the hard drive out, I completely reformatted it in my hot swap bay on my computer, I put it back in, and same thing happened, and I was mind-boggling. So I completely reevaluated the computer, and it turns out I had forgot to plug in the CD drive. It was plugged in, but it wasn't powered, and I plugged it in and it worked. I don't know why that caused that issue, but it did. So now we could finally install the operating system on it. So while that happened, there isn't much to do, but just kick back, relax, and wait for it to finish installing. Alright, so we have the PC set up, and let me walk you through what this convoluted mess is. Wire management's awful. I'll fix that once this is like more permanently set up. But this PC has a Wi-Fi card in it. It's connected to the router upstairs, which is connected to the satellite. Up here, we have a Netgear router, which is plugged into this PC. This PC is bridging the connection between the router upstairs and this router, so now this router has internet. Connected to the router up here is a Philips Hue light. Basically, it's like a router, but it only connects to the light up there. I'll get to that in just a second, though. Then the router is connected around back to my main computer, so now it has a really shitty internet connection. Awesome. The reason why I wanted the router down here of my own so I could connect smart home devices to it. Here we have the Philips Hue light on my desk, and now I can just click that, and adjust brightness, and adjust color from my phone. Mainly the reason why I wanted this was just so I could adjust it on my computer without having to like get my phone. That way it's just right there, because I mean it's right under my monitor. Made sense to me. Yeah, this sort of works. The problem I'm having now is, if you look, the signal strength is terrible because this is the basement and the router's upstairs and like through like 2.5 walls, so that's where we stand now. The internet works occasionally, it does occasionally disconnect. So that's our next challenge we face. I think we're going to try to disconnect the antenna and find a longer extension that I can screw in and then, I don't know, mount it to one of these bookshelves up towards the ceiling. Hopefully that fixes it. It really doesn't matter that much anyway because the speed of the internet is so terrible to begin with that this probably isn't helping going through multiple different things. 3 hard drive swaps and a can of Red Bull later, and I sorta kinda have internet access on my computer. Now I know I could have spent $20 and like bought a actual USB Wi-Fi router, but this was free. It just took some work, and the results are kind of bad. I don't know if I can justify this, but it happened. It worked, sort of. I hate satellite internet so much. So much. Google, please, just run fiber out to my house. Please, I will pay you. I don't have a lot, but I'll pay you something. I don't know, I'll pay for the gas for the trucks. Just, I want to be able to, like, load Google. Is that too much to ask? I don't feel like that's too much to ask.